And welcome back, guys, to part 4. Before we start with Scarecrow stance, I just want to go ahead and cover some moves that actually didn't get mentioned in the third part because they're not actually in the move list. So I want to talk about Walk Standing 3. This move doesn't really have too much use to it. It's like the standing version of Forward 3, except it's a while standing attack. It is good in a combo I'll show you in a little bit. But otherwise than that, it's the same thing. It knocks down a hit and is neutral on block. If you hold back, the frame bid is the same. The startup, I really don't know. It's just not in the move list. But otherwise than that, the only use for it is in some combos. And I guess if you want to be surprising, but because it's a high, it is very risky. And then While Standing 4. While Standing 4 is another attack that does not have frame data. But, let me lower it a little bit. Doesn't have frame data, but it's really good on hit and on counter hit. It's safe on block. I don't know the startup of the move, but not because I don't know, it's just not in none of the frame data that I have. But yeah, those are just some other while standing attacks I wanted to talk about that I didn't mention. I also wanted to mention another thing about Tarantula 1+2. Alright, I think I did mention that if they do like a wake up attack, that it does, you can bound with it. Yeah, like on some occasions. Yeah, it doesn't exactly attack a wake up attack like so you'll get a bound, it just hits them. Not with a wake up attack, because they'll learn not to do that the hard way. But let's see. Let me try. I think it bounds on back rolls. Yeah, see, it's easier if you do the one to go after it. But let me see. There's they give probably they wake up mid kick or something. Let me show you. You can actually get behind your opponent and you're in back turn. So if they whiff a wake up attack, you could do back turn hop kick or, let's see. Now you can catch that. You can turn back like this and whiff punish if they try to follow you with a while standing attack. Not much to talk about there, but that's something else I wanted to mention. And also, it's not in the move list, but I wanted to mention Hopkick. Her Hopkick is 16 frames. It's a forward 4. Like I said, it's not in the move list, so I can't tell you what it is on block. I do believe it's safe though. Well, not, probably -12, -13. That's universally the Hopkick's frame data on block, I believe. Now, the only thing I do want to mention about this move is when you do it, you can't do up forward 1 with it. It doesn't combo. Let me take wake up low kick off. It doesn't combo with a forward 1, but it will combo with down forward 1. That's how you want to combo with it. So let me show you what select combo. And that's kind of a combo you want to do with that. Okay, another thing I want to mention about this move is if you saw Eris's Wang tutorial, he mentioned that with Wang's Hopkick he gets 27 damage. I don't know how high damage for a lot of Hopkicks are for a lot of the characters, but hers is 24. So she's another one with a unique damage on her Hopkick. So I prefer using down forward 2 more often, but if you do land it, just know you get 24 damage, and you can just get some extra damage. You know what? I'm going to try to show you guys that combo again, because I'm in an endless battle, an endless stage. There you go. So there's that combo again. I'm going to try to show the other one too, just without a wall. You gotta get that running start. Try one more time. That's really hard to do with her by herself, but I'm just gonna try it one more time. I usually land it in my fights, but I don't know. For some reason when I'm doing on this tutorial, I can't land it. There you go. It does combo. I just did it late, but that's how you do it. Okay, so anyway, back to stances. Alright, so now we're on Scarecrow stance. You get in the Scarecrow stance by 3 plus 4, 1, 3. There's so many ways to get into this. Standing 3, forward 3, forward 3, while standing 3. I'm sorry, while standing 3. Scarecrow stance. I'll make sure I'm not forgetting all the ways to get into it. I think that's pretty much all the ways to get into it, and then, yeah, I think that's pretty much it. If I forgot one, I'm sorry. I really want to just keep going on with stanzas. Okay, so we have Scarecrow Slap, which is the first move from it, which is 1. It's 10 frames, -3 on block, and +13 on hit. So this move is really promising, and one thing I do want to mention, when you go into your Scarecrow mix-ups, because she cannot block, she can sort of sidestep in this move, but it doesn't really cover any range. When she uses this attack, you have to, the way to really guarantee the mix-ups with this attack is they have to be on hit. You have to take risk if you do it on block, but if you do it on hit, you can usually follow it with something. Now, because that's plus, 5 on hit, if you do the jab after, you have to be fast. The only bad thing that could happen is it'll trade, but that's not really too bad. Any other move you use after that, like if you use 2 or any of that stuff, it's all a risk, and your opponent can escape it. So anything from Scarecrow stance, you have to use correctly, but doing it on hit. If you do it on block, like I said, it's a risk. Like if they block that, it's all a risk. Like if they're gonna try to Hopkick you and you do down forward 3, they're gonna land the Hopkick. If you were to do this and do 2-2, you would crush the Hopkick, and that move bounds, and I'll get to that move in a minute. But that's pretty much all this move. It doesn't track, and it's pretty good to land after hit as a good follow-up. I didn't know it was +13 on hit though. That's pretty good. Let me just get into the stances. Okay, so and then we got Circling Cutlass, which is 2-2. Okay, that move. I did get the first part. Okay, so if you do Scarecrow stance 2, it's a 14 frame startup. It's -7 on block and +7 on hit. So if you land this, you can attempt to try that. I say attempt because, like I said, all these moves don't have the greatest startup. So, and because you're only +5 on hit here, you have to be really careful. It's easier to do it if you did forward 2-3, because that's +8 on hit. But they can actually duck. Well, no, this is a combo. Never mind. Yeah, it's easier to do it off that because you get +8 on hit, so the chances of landing these is a lot easier. But this is just the easier way to get into it since forward 2 is so slow. And of course, like I said, if you do forward 2-3 and it's blocked, they can duck the 3. So it depends on how you want to take the risk to get the mix-ups and to get in the Scarecrow stance. Okay, and then 2-2 itself is -10 on block and +8 on hit. I do believe the 2 tracks. To which side, I'm not too sure. But yeah, and on hit, it does put your opponent in crouch, so you're able to get some free pressure. If your opponent does try, I don't know if it's going to work on counter hit though, but let me see if I can show you. Yeah, it'll knock them up like that if you land it on counter hit and it gets your opponent to bound. I mean, it gets you to bound on your opponent. Scarecrow Sweep, which is 3-3-4. Okay, so let's go into 3 first. So 3 is a pretty good range poke. 3 is 13 frame startup, -6 on block, and it's +5 on hit. Now you have 3, and you have 3-3 you can do as well, and then 3-3-4. I think 3-3 is also, I think it's -6 on block and, no, -6 on block and +6 on hit is 3-3. Now what you're going to do is 3-3-4 is a good string to get mix-ups, but you can't delay the 4. So what you have to do is you have to do down forward 4. So when you do 3-3, you have to delay with the down 4-4, so it throws your opponent off. That way if you do 3-3 and they're ducking to low parry, if you do this late enough, it'll catch them. And you can also do 3-3 and then you can do like 2-2 if they're ducking, or 3-3, 1+2, which I'll get into that move in a little bit. And of course, 3-3, 4, which is another mid attack. So that's really how you want to use that move. You have to use it as a poke, but you have to be very careful. Because I've been low parried out of this move a few times, so you have to use the delay 3 to get your opponent thrown off and then use down forward 4. So it's kind of like a delay. Like the thing I showed you earlier with down forward 1, down back 2.
Okay, so did I talk about it?
Yeah, 13 frames. If they block the low forward 4, if they block that move, it's negative 25. It's not a full combo. Yeah, they can low parry that. Of course, if they do get hit by it, it does. Now, see, that's the thing too. If you do down forward 4, it just hits naturally. If you do this full string and they don't block it, they actually get swept up like that. There isn't really any combos she can do off of that. She does have one on True Ogre though, but I don't have them on here right now. But the combo that I do know she can do on True Ogre, there was a man who put up a video called Zafina, She Is My Sin, and you can see his combo that he does on True Ogre. I kind of forgot it, but let's see. Okay, so then there's Gazal, 3, forward 3. Okay. Okay. This move is also 13 frames.
It's negative 3 on block.
And it knocks down on hit. It is a full combo string. There's also this, let me show you this weird combo you can do with it. What was it? I think it's this. It'd be 3, and then you can do something like that. Let me just try to show you. It's not worth doing, but I'm just going to show you so you can throw it in your game plan. It's kind of hard to do, but she can do this as like a follow-up. I don't know. I forget that. It's really hard to do. One time I tried that, it took me too long to do it. But yeah, she can do this and dash forward and land. That I'll try it again. Yeah, forget it. Okay. The thing about this string is it actually is a jail string. They can't duck that. So it's a good pressure option. So if you're using 3 and then you're poking with down 3, you can use this and it's a good counter. It's a good combo. And if you got them on lockdown, it's a jail string at only negative 3. So you can go ahead and try one of these low crush, high crush moves if they're trying to attack you afterwards. That's a good setup for that. Spinning Sapara. This move is really risky, but it's probably the best whip punisher she has in her entire move list. Okay, so this move is 14 frames, and it's negative, am I right about that? Negative 13 on block? Okay. So it's negative 13 on block. You can actually hold back on block. So you can do like this and then hold back and she'll release the stance, but that's actually negative 18 if you do that. So you might as well just balls it out and do this, and if they block it, try something before they attack you. So that's an all or nothing attack. You can tag out with it. Let's see what else. Some combos. Let me show you a combo with it. You can do 1 and then 2, 2. And then you can do back 4, 4. Show you another one. Oh yeah, another way if you want to get your natural combos, do it and then hold back. Oh, it's the wrong combo. Oh, trying to do 3 plus 4. I'm not going to make these combos difficult, I'm just going to do it the way I would do it. Anyway, you get the point there. But yeah, otherwise than that, the move does track. And if it is blocked, I think you can, can't you go into, oh no, never mind. That's another thing I forgot to mention. When you do this move, if you do down 3 plus 4, she rolls backwards. So, forgot to mention that. Although you could do it from the kick, but you can't. Okay. It's only from the while standing 2 attack. That's where it's from. Okay. Hua. Alright, this move is very special. You can use it by the wall with 4, forward 3, and then use this to check rolling opponents. It's 17 frames. It says negative 35 on block, but that's wrong. It's actually plus 6. I do know that from a different source of frame data. So I'm using the book that it came with, frame data, which is majority true. And there are some frame data I'm giving you that come from another source, but I do know this for a fact is plus 6 on block. Yeah, it's plus 6. I used to think it looks like it would be plus 35, but you can actually move completely after that attack. You can't. You can actually move before they're able to move. So it's no way it's negative 35. Otherwise than that, like I said, the only other real way to use it is by the wall with 443. And I hate to switch stages, but there's also something else you need to know about this attack. Let me just put the regular cost so I don't feel like trying to switch around. Doesn't really matter. Choose the stage. But yeah, it's one of the more important moves that she has in Mana Stance. And it's also, Scarecrow 1+2 is also one of the keys to a lot of her combos, especially by the wall. And I'll show you a combo real quick with Scarecrow down forward 3. So you can do this, and then you have while standing 3, like I showed you earlier, which hits on the ground and which picks them up late. So you can do that, and then do the only characters this combo doesn't work on is big characters because it whips them like the bears and True Ogre. But you do 3, 1, and then 1+2. But it doesn't work on big characters because their hitbox for some reason like whiffs it for some reason. But no, I wanted to show you something important if you're ever having this in your combos. So that's not what I wanted to show. Okay, let me get her by the wall. Okay, so you're gonna do your combo, and then you're gonna. Let me see if I can show you. Yeah, that's what I want to show you right there. Let me see. Yeah, that's what I wanted to show you right there. You can see that it doesn't combo, but the move does not bound by the wall. Right there. Let me see. I think it combos at that range, but there are some angles you'll do this move. Ah, crap, that's not the best. Crap. Yeah, I don't know, it's not bounding because it's not comboing, but there are some angles where you do this by the wall with a combo that it won't bound. Unless you do a certain angle of it. Like if you do like this. Like that, see? I did that and it didn't bound. See, if you do it like that, then it will, something like that. Also, I want to mention that 1+2 is also a really good way to bound at the wall as well. Like if you were to do something like this. Let me see. You can do that and bound. No, it didn't combo that time. But anyway, back to the stances. Okay, so you got 1+2, +6. You really want to use that a lot. Just be careful with it though, slow. And then key gall. Let me see if I'm back on a new stage now, so I have to get back to stances. Alright, 3+4. This move here, it's 18 frame startup, -12 on block. If you want to be risky with it, you can hold down with it and go into Mana Stance. Though it'll whiff some attacks that way, but the only real way you want to use that is like this. Just using it for combos. You can also use it to do some wall carry combo for her if you hold down. Let me try to show you real quick. This is a good stage for that. So hold down and then you slide. And if you're close enough, it wall splat. So that's some pretty good wall carry that she's got. But that's all there really is to talk about that move. Let's see, down forward 3. This move's pretty important. Okay, so like I said, if you're on hit, you got +8 and you got +5. This move is really good for that. But this move honestly is better if it's blocked, because if they're gonna try to attack afterwards, it's a better way to get a crush. And like I showed you with this combo. See, it's weird. It like works sometimes. To shorten it, just do that. Just do the move and then do the 3 and then the 1+2. It's just a way to shorten it sometimes in case you drop the 1-1.
So let's see. So that move is
it's 28 frames and -21 on block if they block it. You can also do the move and hold down to stay in the mix-ups. So you can do something like this, and you can get some attacks. Oh crap! I didn't even know that combo until just now. And it's amazing what you find out. But the other one's better, obviously, because you get a bound. But that's pretty much all you want to use that for. And like I said, by the wall, 4-4-3, and using this to catch rolling opponents or someone just trying to move around. That's a really good way to use that. It's also got pretty decent range. So if you're doing like something like this and you just kind of dash forward, you can swoop that. You also see it tracks. You just kind of get in there. That didn't combo, but you get the point. Alright, what's next? Scarecrow, Scythe, down 4. This is the move I was telling you to delay in that string. So you want to do 3-3, and then you can delay, and then mix it up. That's how you really want to be. That's how you really want to succeed with that string. You want to do either 3-3-3, or you want to do like 3, delay down 4, and then mix it up, like I said, with 3, 1 plus 2. Like I said, if they're gonna expect to low block this, and they're gonna see it coming, you do 3-3, 1 plus 2, and like I said, 3-3-4. It's a good way to catch them if they're ducking. Otherwise than that, nothing really much to talk about with that one. It is 19 frames on block. It's negative 14. No, it's 19 frames startup, negative 14 on blocking, plus 3 on hit. On counter hit, it does what the combo string ends with. Let me see if it has any combo follow-ups. Oh, I think if you oh, sorry, I messed up. Oh no, I think I'm trying to do I don't really have any combos with that. I do know she has one where she can do that into while standing 1-2, but it only works on some characters. Okay, Giga Sickle. This move, it's not a true combo. And of course they can duck the second half. And of course on block it's neutral because it ends in that.
It actually says it's -8, but
it's 18 frames on startup. And like I said, they can block it, so you don't really want to abuse it. This also goes into down 3-3. Now if you happen to do this move and try to land the forward, down 3 itself will just down 3 itself will flatten like that, which gives you an opportunity to kind of just tag on some pressure there. But otherwise than that, that move outside of the wall, it has nothing really to it you want to use. You'll rarely ever land it, but it's there. I'm not gonna say you won't. If your spacing is correct, you can land that a lot. And of course, if you let go, you can probably get a big combo for that. Let me see if I can show you. Oh, wrong one. Oh, sorry. Try it one more time. Ah, crap, come on. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure you can get a combo off that.
I'm gonna waste video time though. Okay, so that's pretty much for that move. And then double shin kick is just the same thing.
Down 3-3.
That's neutral on block, and plus
they don't hit. It is not a full combo, so as you can see, they can actually low block the second one, so you want to mix that up. If you do get the counter hit confirm, of course they get flattened and you can dash forward with some more pressure. I do believe if you do down 3 and 3, it'll pressure them. Yeah, so then you can stick them with that, and like I said, that's only negative what? It's -6 or something on block, so that's how you really want to use that attack. Otherwise than that, be careful with it. Use your pokes sparingly. These are kind of unseeable lows. They're really quick, so you want to mix them up. With like 2-2 and like 1 plus 2 is a good way to use those mids to catch them from trying to low parry. Scarecrow Scythe. This move has some uses to wall splat at the end of combos, but I don't really remember the combos I used to use it with. Let me see if I could maybe show a combo. So you got one like that, but that's not it. I don't know. Let me just show you like a combo that I have. I don't know. I don't have a combo with that anymore. Otherwise, that it's 26 frames, negative 30 on block. If you hold down, you go into Mantis stance. The move is very, very seeable, so you have to be careful with it. The range is pretty decent on it though. Like if you whiff with it, you can kind of get in and make some attacks, but because it's very seeable, there's not much use to it that I can really give you. But like I said, it does wall splat in some situations if you use a combo for it, but using the slide to wall splat is just a better option. Otherwise than that, I mean, you really can't use it to like whiff punish or anything. It's just really slow. It's not a very unusable move though. There's some attempts with it, like if you did this and you tried to attack with that and just stay grounding, that's how you really make the most out of that attack. But that's probably the least used move you'd want to use in this stance. I think that's it. Yeah, and the Scarecrow to Mantis stance is pretty much just doing this and rolling backwards. All right, now we're gonna go into Mantis stance. All right, Mantis stance is a super important attack. I mean, super important move, and I'm going to switch her real quick to get into Armor King, because there's something with that I got to show you. Oh, let me get them out of there. Okay. So Mantis stance is down 3+4, and you get into this by doing down 2-4, let go. 3+4, down 3+4. Let's see if... There's actually a way to get into it from that too, but I don't remember how. Let's see what else. Okay, 3, hold down. Let's see. 4, 3+4, hold down. Oh, sorry. That's one more thing I forgot to mention about Scarecrow 1+2. Because it's +6 on block. If you hold down, she goes into Tarantula stance. I forgot to mention that. So if you're locking your opponent down, you go like this, and you can pressure with that. I forgot to mention that. It's a good thing I remember that. I kind of use that a lot. I just forgot it at the moment. Otherwise than that, I think I covered pretty much everything that goes into the stance. And like I said, once again, if I forgot, I apologize. Okay, first thing I want to mention is this move. If you do 3+4, I mean 2+3, she goes into back turn, and you can stand up with that, and whiff. You can you can stand up like this and then back turn that way. You use like that into whiff punish or a while standing attack. I mean, I showed you with some other things like, Tarantula stance, getting on the other side, back turn. I showed you with the trick by the wall with down for 1+2. But yeah, you can use it to kind of like evade. Pretty good for that. And in some situations you have to be careful though, but you have to hold back. I mean, you have to hold forward to move her this way and hold back to move her that way. You notice her head is looking that way. And she's only looking that way when she's standing still. And you can still move around and sidestep in it as well. You're just moving away. So it's a good way to just get away from your opponent and whiff punish. So you can move around and do like standing one. If they try to attack you, whiff punish with back one or walk up throw. So that's pretty much something I just wanted to mention in that. One of the better ways to use it, like I said, is to do like this. And you can use that or by the wall. If you do that and then hold, when you get in the transfer stance, you hold the opposite direction. If you get them by the wall, you crawl away like I did earlier. Okay, so let's see. We're going to start with Butterfly Capture. So this move is 14 frames. It's -7 on block and +6 on hit. It's pretty good on counter hit as well. This is your main ground poke fishing tool. Like if you're moving around, this stance and Tarantula stance are really good at killing time. So when you're using these, like you have one to really catch and whiff punish your opponents. So like let's say, like I told you earlier, if you up back, she has a back flip, and you can do this, and you can just kill time. All your opponent's gonna do is rush in and get their shit pushed in. So you can just kind of circle the screen. She can dash in this stance. She can back dash in this stance. She can sidewalk, which is really good for setting up some attacks, and I'll show you how when we do this. One thing I wanted to get Armor King in here for is I wanted to show you something with him real quick. Let's see if he's got his ground throw. Crouching enemy, okay. Yeah, see? She can't be ground thrown in this. So, I wanted to mention that. And then, she has an auto block in this move. So, let me see if I can get King to do a mid attack or something. Yeah, see? Oh, I forgot to hold back. You have to hold back. It doesn't block for you when she does that. Yeah, see, and of course, because the mid barely hits you, you can crush it. That's not a good example. Apparently, that move whiffs way too bad for King. Let me try that move. Like that. She also, let's see if I can show this. Okay, in order to crouch block during this, you have to hold down back, like that. I didn't know that until recently. I used to think you could only block backwards during that. Otherwise than that, that's pretty much something you need to know about this stance. Let's see, Mantis Sting. Okay, this is 214. The pokes in it aren't really something to talk about. This and the second part to it are both very unsafe on block, and they don't really leave any advantage on hit. Now this last one is actually not too bad. It's only -13. It's a 13 frame startup move, and if they try to attack, it will crush. It does wall splat, and the 4 actually tracks both sides. So that's something good to know about that string. Otherwise, nothing really to talk about. Let's see, Lilith, 3-4-4, and then you have 3-4 down 4. Right? Yeah. Okay. These moves are not full combos, but they're really good to fish with your opponent. So your main goal is you want to do lows and mix up with butterfly catch. That way your opponent's always trying to duck and not know what to expect, so you have to be really smart. So you have 3-4 and then down 4, and if you hold down, you go into crouch. The move is not safe on block, I believe. Let me see. It's -18, 22 frame startup, and it's -5 on hit. It does knock down if it hits. Otherwise than that, you just want to use the 3 itself as just a natural poke to get in. But otherwise than that, 3-4, like that combos, but the other one does not. And I'm actually pretty sure they can probably hit you out of that. But otherwise than that, there is, let me see if I can show you this. It's kind of hard, but I'll see if it'll work. Oh, sorry. Gotta get a little bit closer to the wall. There's a way to combo that the AI showed me. The AI Zafina, I was fighting her one day, and she kind of did that as a combo. No, it's not comboing now, but it does combo by the wall. But otherwise than that, Tigress Sweep is another one. It's just 3-4, and then down 4. Let's see. And that move right there is really good to pressure your opponent. Always do this afterwards, so if they try to press anything, you get a counter attack, and then you get some standing pressure. Yeah, this is the main key move you want to use when you're in this stance. The main key move. Otherwise than that, back turning and evading is really good too, to kill time and to get your lead back if you're low in health, so you can get your other partner in. Otherwise than that, that move is what? It's actually +9 on hit. If you land this whole thing, it's +9. I think Counter does the same thing. It's -8. What is it? It's -24 on block though, so be careful. Netty. What does that say? 4-3. All right, this move is very hard to consistently do. The main way you want to set this move up is you want to do 4 And let me show you the counter hit version so you can tell the differences. You'll see that one sweeps. So what you want to do is if you don't get the sweep, this move itself is really bad on block. It's 17 frame startup and it's negative 37 on block. Startup is actually not too bad. So if you're fishing with something like this, like I said, it's not good. But like if you whiff with it, you can set this up or do like 3 and then try to mix this in there. Let's see what else. When you do the move, the best way to use it is do 4 and then you can start sidewalking. So in case they attack you, you can go ahead and get a mix up from that. So you can go like boom, just sidestep away from the next attack and get the counter hit immediately. Now this move does great damage. The only thing, you can't tag out. It's the only thing about that move I don't like. But otherwise than that, I'll just show you a combo that I use with it. Oops, sorry. Yeah, 115. Holy shit. But yeah, that's something I want to show you with that too. When you do this move, you notice she's still in the stance. So you have to do butterfly catcher to catch them in the air, and then for your combo opportunity there is up to you. But that's the kind of thing you can do. Alright, so that's pretty much it for that move. And of course you can just use this to roll catcher, put it on the ground. And like I showed you earlier, if you do this and hold down and go forward, that'll catch wake up attacks and just launch them for damage. I just really don't like you can't tag out with that. That would take a lot of red health if you get a full combo with your other character. But anyway, you can't. So, alright, so then next we're moving on to Paradox. This is the stance change. In Lil, this move I used to use off her throws, but it's not guaranteed on anything, so the only way to really use it is with punishing. It's 19 frames and negative 14 on block. So it's just kind of more like, you know, you're just whiffing, using some attacks, just backing up and using it. It's pretty good though. Let me see something. It does tag out. Otherwise than that, not too big. I don't think she has like a big combo with that. Yeah. Let me see. Yeah, she doesn't really have anything big with that unless you want to get small damage. Otherwise than that, that move not too useful unless you want to get unless you get a good whip punish and you tag with it. But at negative 14, you don't want to risk it too much. Let's see what else we got. Nicole's stance. Lance, I'm sorry. Up forward 3. This move is sort of useful in some poke situations. I don't like it too much, but let's see, it's 15 frame startup and negative 17 on block, and it knocks down a counter hit, and it's plus 11 on hit. So that's really good. It doesn't switch stances, but if you, it doesn't go into a different stance. Like if you hold up, I don't think anything happens. But if you do it with 4, she actually goes in the back turn. Now, I don't really see a reason why you'd want to use this unless you do that move and then you're trying to get away like that. Like let's say you did, is it up, back? I keep forgetting the thing I used to use like for like, I don't know, something like that. So you can kind of just, you know, and tricky, I don't know, just mix it up with low pokes and just use it to just get away. Nothing really there with that move, but yeah, otherwise than that, pretty decent poke. But it's bad on block, so be careful with it. Let's see. Trying to cover all the stances in before I get to the next part of the video. Alright, this move, Mantis Sickle. This down 1 is, let's see, it's a 15 frame startup move. The whole string is negative 15 on block. The down 1 itself is negative 11 on block and is neutral on hit. So that's really good. And it's a move you kind of want to mix in there a lot. And I showed you earlier when he did this. And there it is right there, down 1 and 4. And that's what this move is called, Mantis Sickle. Okay, now this move is not a natural combo. Like I said, it's negative 15 on block, so be careful. Does it leave her in crouch? No, she stands back up. So that means you're gonna get punished by someone's 15 frame attack when you get back up. The best way to use it is just to mix it with some lows, but be careful. Like just do down 1, and then just do like, you know, mix it with that, or do like the 4 or down 1, side move around, try to catch a counter hit attack. That's the only real way to use that move. It does track on the ground if they're trying to roll, but you can use better Oki options from that. Sweeping Claw. This is one of the more important moves. This move is 50 frame startup as well, and it's negative. What is this? This move is -8 on block. Okay, so when you do this move, because you know it's -8, you have to assume your opponent's going to try to attack, and if they don't know the frame did or not, it's not going to matter. You want to be very safe after the move. So you're going to do it and then hold back, or hold down back, to avoid the attack and then punish them for it. You're at -8, but unless you do this, you're not going to get another kind of whip punish. You're going to have to deal with whatever's coming. So otherwise than that, you really just use down 3 as a poke. Mix it with down 1 and butterfly catcher, just to stay pressure on your opponent. And use stance switch every once in a while just to throw your opponent off and you know, kind of just get in there, throw your opponent off. You know, go like this, back turn. I don't know what you want to do, like back turn, get a hop kick. No, I thought I'd try something. Okay, so that's pretty much with that move. Oh, there is a combo if you land the counter hit for this move. So I'm going to show you that real quick. So you got, actually no, it's a longer one than that. So you want to do that, and then do that. And you get 72 damage just for counter hitting your opponent. And it wall splats too. So definitely keep that in mind when you're looking to use this stance. Get in it and just use that as a counter hit. Because it's -8 on block, you can really use options to pressure, but you have to be careful. But I like that move a lot, and I don't remember when I came up with that combo, but it's something I definitely wanted to show. It's a unique combo she has in that stance. Mantis Slide. Nothing much to talk about with this move, except the fact that it has a lot of great evasion options. It's 20 frames startup, -24 on block, and it's +2 on hit. On counter hit, it does knock down, giving you a chance to check on another one. Sometimes, I mean, they can track away from it, so like down 1, you can just move forward and attack. Let's do a little 4-3. Okay. So the only real thing to talk about this move, besides, like I said, the evasion, it does go underneath, it does crush highs, it goes underneath running attacks. So if you're like doing this full screen and moving around, and your opponent's like, alright, fuck it, I'm gonna do a running 3 just to get you. This move sweeps, as well as if you time it correctly, it'll stop someone running full screen with like a shoulder tackle. And because they're running at you and they can't block, this will counter hit and will crush them to the floor. Otherwise than that, that move is really good to. Let me see if I can show you. You can use that. I think I showed you earlier. We just get them towards the wall a bit more. Let me use the right combo. Yeah, she can do stuff like that. It's a pretty good wall carry that she has. I like it. Okay, and then the last attack to talk about in stances is Inky. Up 4-3. This move is decent sometimes if you use the 2 throw, which I'll talk about throws in a few minutes. But that move, depending on where they go, is a good way to lock them down, but it's not really a strong option. I thought you were able to use it to kind of like crush wake-up attacks, but low kicks and mid kicks will actually knock this move out of the air. So the only real way to use it is just make your poke option safe and throw it in there. As bad as that sounds, that's the way I normally see a way to use it. 26 frame startup, of course. A lot of the stance moves aren't good on startup, but it's actually negative. It's -10 to 9 on block, but only if you hold down. If you stay in the Mantis stance. If you do it and then just let go, I think it's like -14. It won't say, but I do remember another frame that I was looking at that said like -14 on that. But if you do it and land it on, if they block it and you hold down, it's -10 or 9. So you're able to move around. If they're too slow to punish, and you can get a crush attack, get a launcher. That's mainly what this move is for. This move is all about crushing the hesitation. You always want to try to just get your opponent to be opened up. Use safe pokes, move around, and just when you think you're gonna press something, just side crawl and do that. And just be careful with your options too. Do your pokes safely, and just hold back, hold down back, do whatever you got to do to get out. And also too, holding down back kind of gets her a little bit further back too. So like let's say she did this, look how far she is now, you know, and she has backflip on top of that. So that's pretty much it for stances. None of the stances really have anything that's good by the wall. So that covers all the stances. I hope you guys are satisfied with how I covered those. I covered those the best I could and told the truth on them. Best that I know. 10-8 combos are very useless. Okay, let's talk about her throws. Her one throw is only good because you can tag with it. The only tag one she has. Let me show you. If they break it, you get on the other side. So if you're doing that by the wall, like let's say I'm at the wall right now, I get out of the wall. So sometimes it's pretty good to try to use down back 2 by the wall, like I told you earlier, or using throw, and you just get out of the corner. Let me go and take that throw escape off. I don't think the other throws do the same thing. 2 throw is pretty interesting because she goes into mana stance. You can't cancel out of it, but none of the options you get are guaranteed after it. So this throw is kind of the worst one she has. But if you play smart, you know, you get him near the wall. You can try to chase him down with some Oki options from mana stances, but you're not gonna. Nothing is really gonna be guaranteed from that. Her side throws pretty unique. You can try down 2s if they try to stand up or back roll. Down 2 with 4-3 is usually a full combo. Let me try to show you that real quick. Back roll. Yeah. If they try to like get up like that, or I think a wake up attack or something like that. Let me try a wake up kick real quick. Yeah, see like that. Also, that's something else I wanted to mention about this move too. And when you do like down 2 and back 3, when I said those are guaranteed, the only Oki attacks back 3 and all these like full crush down 2s don't work on for follow up attacks are characters who have face down wake up moves like the Bears, Marduk, Dragunov. Those characters you have to practice against because you can't get attacks. So you have to do like delay hopkicks and stuff to catch them. Otherwise than that, everybody else is pretty much going to eat those Oki attacks if you use them correctly. Okay, then she has this throw here. It's her right throw, I think. Yeah, so you can use down 2 to crush a wake up attack. One real good way to get into these throws is if you do 1, 2, 4 on block or hit, you can kind of, well, block is risky because it's -10, but if you do, and they try to attack, you get on the side, and you get a side throw. Otherwise than that, she has the back throw, which I showed you earlier in the wall trick. Nothing guaranteed, but yeah, you can dash forward with a 2, or, you know, down 4, delay catch, down 4, 1+2, you can try those options. Otherwise than that, not really much to talk about with her throws. Let's see what else we've got. Yeah, she does have a running throw, 4, 4, 1+2. Not really a strong throw either, but of course you can tackle on some Oki with down 2 and down back 4, whatnot. I actually like using that throw a lot. One really smart way to use it, yeah, is using a lot of like these stance fakes. Like I said, down back 4 and 2 a throw, the cancel. You can mix. Let me see. Oh, and keep delaying the hell out of that move. Like that. There you go. You know, just mixing it up, trying that, down 3, throw, you know, just mixing those options up. Let's see what else we got. And then of course the sample combos. I'm just going to show you guys the rest of what I know more combo wise, and then general strategy, and then mix ups of how you want to use them correctly in the next part, which will be the final part. So I thank you guys again for watching. We covered, as far as I know, every single move in the list, including moves that weren't mentioned, like up 4. I mean, like Hopkick and whatnot. So we covered everything. Covered stances, and I'm satisfied with the way everything turned out. So we're gonna do one more part, which is just wrap up some more general strategy, mix-ups, and other things I know that are good to know. And see you guys on part, I believe it's 5. All right, you guys have a great time. See you later.